guys, what is happening? Here we go. Hook this sucker up. We're out to plow some snow again tonight. Well, we got the old Mini X on the trailer here to start with, but we got to swap it out with the old skid over there. So here we go. Let's swap machines on the trailer, get her hooked up. Let's rock and roll. I tell you what, just about everything takes about 5 times as long when it's cold outside. Here we are. The old trailer's froze to the ground. Won't even lift up. So, got her on the ball. We'll have to roll forward a little bit to get that jack unfroze from the ground. Guys, let's see if we can get her cranked up here. Oh, nice. Got her. Got her rolling. All right, fellas. Now keep in mind, it's like 12:30 out here right now. So we'll get this sucker fired up, see if we can get them swapped out here, and then we can go to work. Man, one of those things, just about moving all your equipment all the time, is just making sure they run and everything's good to go. All right, here we go with the old cold start. It says it's 18 degrees. See if she cranks up. Oh, totally dead. Oh, dang it. Just one of those things when you're dealing with machines and cold weather. So now we'll have to either, we'll probably just get that Mini X off of there, bring it over here, jump start it, or we'll try with that jump box and see if that jump box will have enough to get her going. But dang it. I thought things were gonna go easy tonight. Again, it's like 12:30. dark out here. Oh, here we go. All right, guys. So we got the Mini X unloaded from the trailer over here. We're gonna walk the Mini X over to our skid steer here so we can jump the skid steer with this Mini X. Keep in mind, it's about 15 degrees out here and about 12:30 in the morning. We're trying to go plow a commercial spot that's got to be done by 6. So it's not like we can just wait and come back tomorrow. So here we go. Let's get her all hooked up with the jumper cables and we'll see what we can do. All right. So now we got the jumpers hooked up on the 304D Mini, hooked up to the 259. Let's go crank on her and see what she does here. She should crank right up. All right, this looks promising. See there, 12 volts, 12.1, 2. We'll let it sit on there for a second. Maybe get it to like 13 or so. Yeah, this looks promising. All right, here she goes. Fire in the hole. No. All right, we gotta let her sit for a minute here, charge up that battery. Man, the cold just zaps these batteries. The other thing with diesel is these machines, most diesels have 2 batteries, a cranking battery and then a running battery. And these skid steers and these Mini X's, they only have 1 battery, so they don't have the cranking amps that a regular like pickup truck or bigger piece of heavy equipment has. So that's what happens. Let's give her one more shot here. We let her run for 5 minutes or so, sitting up on that Mini X. So let's see what we can get here. Should crank. Nope, it's not. We'll let her sit for a while longer and we'll see what we can come up with. If not, we can move the truck over here and jump it with the truck. All right, fellas, try number maybe 5 or so. She should crank now. see what she does here. Oh, we got some power, boys. Yes, we got some power. All right, so now we'll obviously unhook the jumper cables, get this sucker loaded up, leave it running as we're on the trailer to the first job site, and then we'll go plow some snow. Cold start for the old girl. Now we are ready to roll. So here's the deal. Got out to the property. The Mini X was on the tilt deck trailer. Well, the skid steer was sitting in the yard over there, so we have to get the Mini X off the tilt deck trailer, the skid steer on the tilt deck trailer before we can go and take it to the job to move some snow. Well, get there, hook up the trailer. Mini X is dead. Battery gone. So I got a DeWalt jump box, jumped the Mini X on the trailer with the DeWalt jump box, cranked it up. It's now, keep in mind, the machines haven't ran for about, I don't know, a month or so. Battery, and it's been cold, 15 degrees or so. So these batteries just, the cold just sucks the life out of them. So anyway, we get the Mini X fired up and running, back it off the trailer, go over to start the skid steer. Battery is totally dead on the skid steer. Dead. Gone. Won't even crank over. So I hooked the jump box, the DeWalt jump box, up to the skid steer to try and start it with that. Well, I think I took all the juice out of the DeWalt jump box from jumping the Mini, so we actually had to get the Mini next to the skid steer and put actual jumper cables from the Mini X to the skid steer. Well, we hooked it up, we tried her a couple times, still wouldn't start, so we just had to let the let the jumper cables kind of power up that skid steer battery. So after letting that Mini X run for about 10 minutes or so, we finally got the skid steer fired up, let it warm up a little bit, put the jumper cables away, loaded up the skid steer, and here we are on the job site to start plowing dirt. Now keep in mind, it's about 1:15 a.m. or so now. Well, I started at like 11:45 or 12 to try and get this machine here. So, you know, that's one thing when you're doing these projects is, I mean, one thing after the next. You always have to kind of be proactive and thinking about what battery's gonna be dead, what machine won't start, what do I need, you know, because if I wouldn't have had A, the jump box, B, the jumper cables, it would have just added an hour to my night. So, and the other thing is, you know, plowing snow, this stuff is time sensitive, you know, so these people, you know, especially in the commercial world, these guys have to have the snow moved off of their lots before cars get in the parking lot and before people start showing up to work. So on that note, let's get after it.